What's up, everybody? It's me, Iron Corpse, here at Real Old Fashioned Games, your host, as always. Thank you very much for joining me. What's up, Don? What's up, Julie? I see you both in there. I'm doing good. Thank you for showing up early to class. I do appreciate it. It's very nice. I'm glad you like the starting music. That's a JRPG lo-fi playlist that I found on Spotify. I'm glad that it's playing as it should through my starting soon screen. Recently made some changes to the channel, so I'm glad they're working out. Hell yeah. Today, I'm real excited, y'all. We're playing a game that I've actually never played before. I've played the Game Boy Color version of this game many times. I love this fucking game. It's got a special place in my nostalgia zone right there in the middle of my lizard brain. It just makes me think of middle school, makes me think of hanging out at my friend's house after school on Friday and passing around this exact guide right here. Not this exact copy. I went and bought this guide again some years ago because I also own this game. I have it digitally on the 3DS, which is, it's just the Game Boy Color version put on the 3DS. I also have it on my iPad, but I'm excited to see how much this strategy guide compares to this. The Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake. Oh, yeah, sorry, Julie. I was busy whenever you sent me that, and then I was like, I'm gonna message her back later, and then I fucking didn't because I was at work, and I forgot to do it because then I didn't have the little notification thing to remind me, and 5 other excuses. They all suck, but I'm sorry. I don't remember what you sent. No, I'm sorry. There's something about art. I knew something about art. But yeah, like I say, I hope that this guide helps me a little bit with this because, I mean, you don't need it to beat the game, but it's fun. I like using it. It's got all sorts of cool shit. If you're a nerd, it's got all sorts of fucking charts, tables in here. I happen to be a nerd. I don't know if you guys picked up on that, but I love the charts and the tables. It's got maps. Maps. Full color maps. And the art is done by Akira Toriyama, the guy that did fucking Dragon Ball. So everybody in this guide in the original game, they look like Dragon Ball Z characters. The main character of this game looks straight up like Teen Gohan, who was my guy, especially whenever that shit was coming out. That was all about that. So, needless to say, this game is definitely special. I'm glad that we're going to experience this remake together. See what's up. I want to know what happens at the beginning of this game, because in the old one, whenever you started a new game, you had to answer several questions from a disembodied voice in the sky that, like, it figures out what kind of personality you have, and based on the personality that you get, it will dictate how your stats raise whenever you level up. Like, for example, if you get the Valiant personality, that puts a lot of points into your strength attribute, so that whenever you level up, your strength will go up by like 7 points at a time. But your magic or intelligence, I guess, only goes up by like a little bit. So depending on what kind of character you want to aim for specific personalities. And I kind of want to go through and like get the perfect hero. I want to get the perfect hero because the whole like beginning of this is like, it's got a flow chart of like, if you want this type of personality, go to like answer this question like this, and it'll send you over here, and blah 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 blah. And then depending on what how you answer the questions, it takes you to a scenario, like a dream scenario, and you have to act out. You just act how you think you should in that scenario, and depending on what outcome you choose and what you do in that scenario, it gives you that personality trait. Hey, Deezer, what's up, man? What is up? Glad to see you in here. I beat Manhunt last night. No more Manhunt, at least for now. But this one's gonna be fucking awesome too. I'll reply to you after this, Julie. I don't wanna take up my 1 hour that I got just surfing around on my phone like a fucking loser. It was hey man, my chat room's blowing up. What's up, Stephen F. Boston? What's up? I don't know name, sure. Welcome. I'm glad you guys got here in time for me to not even start the game yet. Check it out, y'all. I don't know if I ever showed you this, you guys. This is an official Dragon Warrior 3 strategy guide that I got. This is like the Game Boy Color guide, but I bought this whenever I got the 3DS version years and years ago. It's got art by Akira Toriyama. Check it out. So everybody in this game like looks like Dragon Ball Z characters. There's TN back there. Look at that fucker. No, who's the guy that the guy with the long ponytail that Goku as a kid beat the shit out of, and then he came back as a robot mercenary Tao or some shit like that? There he is. Look at that guy. Oh man, the maps. I was just saying, this fucking guide's got maps. Ah, dude, super into it. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. I'm I'm anxious to see how accurate this guide is for the 2D remake here. We're gonna find out. Has anyone in the chat played Dragon Warrior 3 before? Or am I the only one in here? I never played it on the NES or the Super Nintendo version, but I played the Game Boy Color version a lot. I think the thief in this game, which is one of the classes you can get, looks just like Trunks. Looks fucking just like Trunks. But the main character looks exactly like Teen Gohan, so whenever I was a kid, I was like, oh, that's my guy. All right. Hell yeah. Everybody's new to it. Fuck yes, I'm new to this version, so this is going to be new for everybody. Without further ado, let's get this started. I'm liking that art. That's really cool. Hell yeah. Excited, y'all. Got another boozy coffee because it's fucking cold. I've only played the first Monster Hunter and I didn't like it, but I bet Monster Hunter World looks really fucking fun. It looks like I would really enjoy that. Ooh, hold on. It is a little bit like Baldur's Gate, but much more basic. Much more basic and bare bones. I didn't even know that there was a new one coming out. Venture Forth. This kind of sounds like the Poke Center music. Da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na. Dun 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 dun. See, what I didn't like about the first Monster Hunter, and I don't know if they're all like this, so what really made me want to play Monster Hunter was seeing that fucking sword that's made out of a T-Rex jawbone. I was like, that's fucking sick. You can kill monsters and like make shit out of their parts. That's badass. And then when I played it, it was like, all right, so you want to make a badass sword? You're going to need 10 of this item and 15 of this item, but you're going to have to go farm these very specific monsters and kill them over and over and over again because it's not a guarantee that they'll ever even drop one. So you're going to have to do that a lot until you get the right components and then come back and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, I don't want to fucking grind. I don't want to do that. I don't know, but maybe I'd feel different about it now. Whenever I rented it from Gamefly back in the day, I was like, this is not the game that I thought it would be. But I've watched one of my friends play a lot of the second, or Monster Hunter World, and it did look pretty fucking good. Gotta say, my buddy Lance made that game look pretty badass. Do 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 do. Oh, sick. I don't really see that much of a difference. Oh, I think this is like male or female. They're Japanese. I don't see much of a difference. This one's got cool eyebrows. I'll choose this one. So I guess what they're saying is you get to be either Gohan or Pan. You gotta choose. I don't know shit about Pan other than who she is. I don't know anything about her. I never watched a single episode of Dragon Ball GT, so don't know. I do like that. This game, unlike the old games and any other Dragon Quest or Warrior, man, I'm going to be calling this Dragon Warrior a lot because up until very recently, Dragon Warrior was the American regionalization of the Dragon Quest games. They couldn't call it Dragon Quest in America because there was already a tabletop role-playing game called Dragon Quest whenever they were trying to port it over to the States. So they had to call it Dragon Warrior. So all my life, I knew it as Dragon Warrior. But this is called the Dragon Quest 3 HD remake. But I'm telling you now, I'm going to be calling it Dragon Warrior a lot. But yeah, none of the other ones had this thing on the map. Or like little icons over people's heads to show you who it was that you need to talk to. Because it's an old school RPG. You just had to fucking talk to everybody and hope that eventually you've talked to the right person that tells you what you need to do or like gives you a key or some shit. But now they're like, here, just go fucking talk to this guy. And honestly, I like that. I don't mind talking to everybody, but this will make the game go quicker, and I'm not opposed. Yeah, dude, I've never seen any episode of GT. I've seen clips and like, you know, reels, things like that. I've seen fucking Vegeta in his Badman shirt with his goddamn Freddie Mercury on the fucking Police Academy mustache. I've seen that, but I don't really know anything about the show at all. I do remember as a little kid seeing Goku that with like the monkey chest, all Super Saiyan, whatever, and I was like, that's fucking cool. When are we gonna see that? And I never did, because that's not part of Dragon Ball Z. It did seem really bizarre. I didn't really like Dragon Ball Super that much. I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes, but it was hard for me to get into. Draki Quest, Dragon Quest, Draconian Quest. Whatever the medium is. Fewer gold coins and less experience. Oh, so you mean a bullshit game of D&D? Get out of here. Oh, you can switch difficulty whenever you want. That's cool. See, I have never seen anything with Brawly. As a kid, I was like, who the fuck is that? I saw the toys. I was like, I don't know who that is, but I hope he's a good guy, because he could probably beat the shit out of Goku. I saw those Brawly toys back before they even went Super Saiyan in America. You know, I was like, what? Why is he blonde? What's going on here? What kind of Kaioken is that? You go Kaioken so hardcore that it turns your hair blonde? In a way, I was right. Kaioken. I think I would really like it if Dragon Ball like scaled the other members of the Z fighters a little bit to match everybody else. Like, what's Tien doing? Tien Shinhan should be like a top tier motherfucker. That guy is intense. He was originally like a hardcore villain and took the fight to Goku. He beat Goku. You know, like that guy was crazy. He was the first one to fly. He was awesome. And now everybody's just so goddamn powerful that all the humans are like, I'm here too. I'll stay here and I'll keep your seat warm. Don't worry about it. I'll be there whenever you need someone to die so that you can get real mad about it and then use that to beat the bad guy. Come look at me. You know which bald guy I'm talking about. I mean, Krillin was a powerhouse initially, too. He beat Vegeta. He cut his fucking tail off. Well, no, that was Yajirobe. Never mind. I was thinking he got him with the Destructo Disc. Yajirobe. But Yajirobe as well. Yajirobe initially was a badass. In Dragon Ball, he was hardcore.
If you can hear me, follow the sound of my voice.
Ooh, they put a voice actor in it. That's great.
Yes. Come this way.
I'm coming this way. I wish you could have seen the finale of Manhunt last night, Deezer. I ran around for so fucking long trying to figure out what the fuck I'm supposed to do with Pigsy because I forgot you have to make him walk on the fucking chain link and fall. I was like, where's the last weapon? I walked around looking for a weapon for like 30 minutes before I accidentally made him walk over the chain link. And I was like, oh shit. Oh yeah. I just got to make him fall. Duh. God, look at it. It's so pretty. Ooh, you can run in this one. That's cool. There's definitely no running in the old ones. I really like that. I like how the grass is 3D and there's like layers to it, but you're a 2D sprite walking in this really pretty 3D world. Look at the environment. That's so cool. This is badass. Yeah, everything's been remade. They redid all the audio, all the environments. They put voice actors in it. I'm hoping like a motherfucker that they kept all the secret items in the same spots because that's where this is going to come in. Dude, you're the first person I've ever even seen bring up Octopath Traveler. That's one of those games that I remembered from my childhood by renting it, but I could not remember what the fuck it was called. I just remembered how it started, and I had to take a deep dive into Google searches and like try to figure out what this game was called just by describing it to Google, you know? Eventually, I'm sure it led me to Reddit and looked in like a JRPG, you know, subreddit, and I was like, what the fuck is this game called? Oh yeah, Octopath Traveler. That was a good game. Now they kept the same sound effect. Damn. Iron Corpse, can you hear me, Iron Corpse? Quit shouting. Say it, don't spray it. I am she who watches over all. One day, not long from now, you will appear before me, a true hero. But before your journey can begin, you must teach me something. Teach me what manner of person you are. So, I don't know name sure. Stephen F. Boston. I was saying right before you guys got in here, the way this game starts out is this disembodied voice asks you a series of questions, and depending on how you answer it, it will align you with a specific personality. It's like a personality test. Like you answer a specific amount of questions, and then depending on how you answered them, it sends you to one of like 12 or so different scenarios. And depending on how you act out that scenario, that'll give you a personality trait that will affect how your stats scale whenever you level up. Like the example that I gave earlier is like if you want a badass fighter, you want to aim for like the valiant personality trait because that will make you, and whenever you level up, it'll make your strength level up by like 7 to 10 points every single time. There's fucking fluff floating around my face. But like your intelligence will suffer. It'll only go up like 1 point or 0 every time you level up. So if you really want to like min-max, you want to aim for specific personalities at the beginning of the game. But there are books all throughout the world that change your personality. So if as you're playing the game, you realize like, the beginning of the game, it fit for me to be a warrior. But now that I'm later in the game or at this specific part, I really wish my guy was a mage because it would help with this thing that I'm going through. You can go try to find specific books that if you read them, it changes your personality from jock into nerd, which are actual personalities in the game, you know, and it'll change your guy around. So as much as I love using strategy guides to fucking find everything and min-max this shit, I think for the first playthrough of this, I'm just going to answer these things truthfully and see what personality trait the game gives me. And I'll just roll with it from there. But I guarantee you, if you guys weren't watching me, I'd be reading this guide right now and being like, I want to do this perfect. I got to do it just right. Because that's the kind of guy I am. If I have a strategy guide, I want to use it. Yeah. I'm so glad I got that guide. Reminds me of middle school. You must tell me your true name. Can I trust you guys? No, I can't. How did she know that Iron Corpse wasn't my real name? How did she know that? You know what? Fine. I'll use the name that I call my Baldur's Gate guy. Nanoc. Okay. This one I'll be honest. That is correct. Very good, Iron Corpse. I will now ask you a series of questions. Do not dwell upon them too deeply. Answer swiftly and from the heart. Do so, and I will come to know your true mind. Now, let us begin. Do you find adventure to be more of a chore than a pleasure? No. Do you find that you spend more money on weapons than on armor? Yes. Yes, most definitely. Would you favor, fucking Brits, a cheaper yet more distant hostelry over... Hostelry? Oh, a hotel. Over a nearer yet more costly establishment? Would you favor a cheaper yet more distant hostelry? Okay, so would you travel farther to spend less money over a nearer yet more costly establishment? No, I just go to the nearer one that costs more money, and I would enjoy myself more because I'm in a fancy place. Do you dream often? If I do, I don't remember them. Do you prefer spells and sorcery to swords and sweat? I gotta be honest. Anytime I make a character in an RPG, my first person that I always make is a barbarian. It's who I play as most comfortably. Unless we're talking Baldur's Gate, in which case it's a bard. If we're playing D&D, I'm a bard. Bard all the way. But for this kind of game, I am a swordsmith for sure. You find the company of unfamiliar people tiresome? Yes. Do you trust in the words of those who tell fortunes? Fuck no. Do you enjoy physical pursuits? There's no middle ground, but I'll say yes. Can even the most minor of matters irritate you? No, I'm pretty chill. Do you believe that a promise once made can under no circumstances be broken? I do. Kumabot banned court_ordered echelon. Reason bot. Thank you, moderator bot. You just banned a different robot. I got bots banning bots over here. Skynet is coming. Yes. Do you believe in a power higher than that of man? Nope. Once you begin a task, do you find that all else around you pales into insignificance? Again, there's no middle ground. I like to focus on what I'm doing, and once I put my mind to something, I want to finish it, but I can easily be distracted, so I'm just gonna say yes. When dining, do you leave the most delicious item on your plate till last? Fuck no. If you get a burger and fries, the proper order is fries and ketchup, burger again, fries, put some fries on the burger, more burger, finish the burger, finish the fries. So no, you gotta eat everything at the same speed. That is correct. I really don't. When dining, do you leave the most delicious item on your plate till last? No. I devour everything in equal portions. You are walking alone and trip over a pebble. Is this more your fault than that of the stone? Well, yeah, because the stone didn't... Yes. I should have been paying attention. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I feel that I know you a little better now. Now, let us move on to the final test of your character. I got a quote that has nothing to do with preachy. I don't remember this scenario. Suddenly, Iron Corpse hears a woman's voice. Soon the jewel will be mine. I thought it was going to be fully voice acted, not just that bit at the beginning. Those fools across the border have kept it quiet long enough. Have kept it quite long enough. I'm partial to Ezekiel 25:17. And it will suit me so much better. la 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 lee loo. Oh, I like the door opening animation. That's cool. And see, like, I bet if I went and talked to the queen instead, it would have given me a totally different scenario outcome than whatever is going to happen because I went down here first. And there's like at least 10 other scenarios. Like one of them, you're a monster in a town and you gotta like go around and burn everybody. You gotta burninate the peasants and burninate the countryside. And depending on how many peasants and countryside you burninate, it'll like give you a different, outcome, personality trait. Listen, men, those dastardly criminals from across the border are readying an assault. But thanks to my dear wife, we have been lucky enough to learn of their wicked plan ahead of time. They cannot be allowed to invade our beloved motherland. Therefore, we must strike first. Is that not so, General Hannibal? Yes, Your Majesty. If this information is correct, it will indeed be in our best interest to strike first. Ho, ho, ho. You need not worry on that score, Hannibal. Santa Claus. What could my dear wife hope to gain from lying? She has no conceivable motive for deceiving us, or do you believe otherwise? No, Your Majesty. That bitch lying. Very well then. Go forth, men, for the honor of our beloved realm. Yes, Your Majesty. I like how things closer to the camera are kind of blurry. That's a good effect. Like they're like out of focus. Nice camera angle. Oh, whatever am I to do? Bloink? Who are you, and what are you doing here? What am I saying? This is no time for such petty concerns. Listen, I must ask you something. Something purely hypothetical with no basis in fact whatsoever. Let us suppose that a certain king had given certain orders and that those orders happened to be misguided. They are still the orders of a king and must be obeyed no matter what, correct? No. I see. So you think that even the orders of a king, if mistaken, need not be followed? Yes. I suppose that even one's idea of what is correct and what is mistaken is entirely personal. So you believe it is better to do what I see fit than to blindly follow the orders of the king? Yes. This is what you would do, truly? I now know what I must do. You may leave. Oh, that was it? All right, let's see what personality I got. I am she who watches over all, and I have seen what manner of person you are. Iron Corpse, you are truly gifted. You are as clever as you. Oh, stop it, but don't. You are an incredibly quick thinker whose mind moves from one subject to the next with ease. All right, so now I think you want something from me. What's going on? This makes you a gifted conversationalist and the life and soul of any party. I mean, half of that's right. Which in turn leads to a slight tendency to try to be all things to all men. Not that this is necessarily a bad thing. I don't know. I don't quite agree with that. I'm just me, and if people don't like that, that's on them. After all, it is only natural to want to be liked, and it cannot be denied that you make people happy. All right. No, your will to endear yourself is not your true failing. Your true failing lies in your keen awareness of your own intelligence and your habit of seeing others as lacking in this respect. Ow. There simmers within you the tendency to belittle or mock people for what you see as their shortcomings. When someone makes a careless blunder, you invariably manage to stop yourself from saying something. Alright, who's spying on me? But deep within your heart of hearts, you secretly pity their clumsiness. This game's freaking me out. Of course, your silent disdain rarely surfaces. Okay, that's not true. Like, I do my best to watch my mouth, but I feel like I don't watch my face very well. This is because you are clever enough to realize its potential to wound and to sadden. And because of this, you believe that it does not affect your relationship with others. And on the surface, this would seem to be entirely true. However, the people around you do notice. What? You never told me. They notice your tendency to wield your intellect as a weapon, your calculated behavior. Lady's sucking my dick. They would never tell you this, because they are clever enough to realize its potential to wound and to sadden. Yes, it is true. They are as intelligent as you in that respect. Almost everyone is. So perhaps you should learn to treat them with a little more respect. How? If you do not, your witticisms may come to grate rather than ingratiate. I mean, she's right. This is your spirit, your soul, the essence of your character. What is my personality? Are you going to give it a name? Now, my child, very soon the dawn will break, and you will rise to greet the new day. I am she who watches over all, and I look forward to the time when you and I come face to face at last. I wonder if I can pause the game and see what personality trait they gave me. Our story begins on the morning of Iron Corpse's 16th birthday. Ooh, voice acting.
Oh.
Kinda. Oh, come on. I was really excited for some voice acting. Can't it wait until he's a little bit older? Oh, Mum. It pains me to say that we have had no word from Ortega since he left for the volcano. That's my daddy.
Well, no time like the present.
I know.
This is a nice house.
I'll go and wake them now.
Them.
Cooey! Wakey, wakey! Rise and shine!
Dewey.
Morning, my darling. It's time to get up. Today's a very important day. After all, it's not every morning you ask the king himself to give your big journey his personal blessing. This is what I've been raising you for all these years.
Cor blimey.
Well then, shall we get going? Come on, follow me.
I like all the in-between animations. Like, they animated her getting up, they animated me getting out of bed, and then I just kind of spin around and am immediately dressed. Ah, yeah. So these seeds, they give you anywhere from 1 to, I believe, 3 points. It's a random number generated event. So it could give you a bunch of strength if you give yourself a bunch of strength seeds, or it could end up just giving you fucking 3. You never know. Is that all that's in this room? I feel like they should have done footstep noises. That was some weird, empty audio here. Ah, the sun. That's cool. Kind of looks like the Link's Awakening remake a little bit. Or that most recent Zelda game where you play as Zelda. That game looks fucking good.
Come on, dear. You know where the castle is. Straight on now. Off you go. And remember to mind your manners. I won't have the king thinking you've been dragged up.
Dragged up? Ooh, I like that it's got like a quest log. That's fucking awesome because the old ones did not. You just had to remember what the hell you were doing. I'm hoping that I can see what my personality is. Personality, wit. Okay. The city rages. What's up, man? The start of the game's been awesome so far. It's equal parts exactly as I remember it and totally different. I'm digging it. I already did the whole personality quiz. And you know, went through the beginning of the game and now I got to go get my quest from the king. I like that there's a run button. Oh man, all RPGs should have a fucking run button. Playing these old games wants me to have the runs. Aw, dude, someone planted some medicinal herbs in the side garden, dude. Oh man, I'm taking that. Zoom! Gotta explore everything, y'all. Gotta explore. Aliahan. Oh, hello there. You didn't come all this way just to see me, did you? Why, yes, I did. I know you're lying, but it's very lovely of you to do so. Let me tell you something nice in return. Apparently, they used to have a thing called a teleportal off the east side of our little continent. But it's all sealed up now, so nobody can use it. Aha, defense seed. Right on. I'll wait until I have my party before I start using those up. Someone might need those more than the hero. So pretty. Love it. This game looks fantastic. Anything in here? Any hidden items on the ground or things of that nature? Ooh, and there's a mini map. Love that. I hear that the wily thief Kirk Buzzer came up with a key that could open any normal lock in existence. I remember fighting that asshole. Why, with one of those in your pocket, you could come and go through the doorways of the world as you pleased. It is nice to have it once you actually have that key. I looked in the pot and found some herb, dude. That rascal Kirk Buzzer who was robbing houses all over town has finally got his just desserts. He's banged up in jail. Ha 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 ha. He's getting banged right now. Gotta look at everything. Gotta look at everything, touch everything, put my hands on the stuff. Core blimey, the door is locked, it is. The chorus of blimeys. Necromancer, welcome. Have you seen the princess? Princess! No, I have not. This game's pretty. I tell you what, this here's a pretty game. Iron Corpse, have you familiarized yourself with the jail below the castle? There's a rather unusual inmate down there. A slime, as it happens. Goddess knows what they did to end up there. Has anyone in the chat played Dragon Warrior Monsters? It was like Pokemon, but in the Dragon Warrior world, you could like capture monsters like slimes and shit like that and use them to fight other creatures. Ooh, there's a reverb in my audio? That's weird. Hold on. Let me turn it down a little bit. Is it any better? Is the reverb still there? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testes. Left, right, and center. Necromancer, try refreshing. Maybe that'll get rid of it. Sometimes Twitch is weird, you know. It'll have weird issues like that, but sometimes it can be fixed just by refreshing the page. It's still the same after refreshing? That's weird. I don't know what to say. I haven't changed anything and I never have any reverb any other time. Well, I hope that it doesn't get recorded. Just my vocals. Yeah, again, I haven't changed anything. Like, it's the same settings as it is every time. Nothing's different. On your adventure, you may come across shiny trinkets known as mini metal. These can be traded for all kinds of wonderful prizes with Morgan Miniman, the mini metal enthusiast who dwells in the well in Eliahan. Those mini medals were in addition to, I believe, the Super Nintendo version, either Super Nintendo or Game Boy Color. Alright, let's go see what this fucking king wants. This piece of shit ass turd monger. I bet he's up here mongering turds. Let's go see.
Well met.
The music is great, I agree.
We could not locate any of Ortega's belongings. I see. To think something out there is capable of besting a man of his caliber.
Calibri.
My husband thought long and hard before setting off. I'm
So
sure
hard.
he was at peace when he passed.
She's really ready to just believe that he's
Doubtless
dead.
your mother has recounted the tale of your father's final moments many times. When he fell into the maw of that accursed volcano, the world lost a great man.
So we do know how he died. Okay.
However, we wholeheartedly approve of your wish to follow in his footsteps and set forth on the path of adventure. For it is what he would have wanted. And only the child of such a hero as he could hope to save our world. The foe we face is dire indeed. The archfiend Baramos.
Baramos.
Many of the peoples of this world do not yet even know his name. And yet, his grip on our realm grows ever tighter. He must be stopped, no matter the cost.
About True Fitty.
You must free us from the archfiend's ever-encroaching tyranny. But alone, you will only meet the same fate as your father.
Your bitch-ass daddy.
Go and consult with Mistress Patty in town, and use this to outfit the companions she has selected for you.
Oh, golly, Your Highness, 50 whole coins? You shouldn't have.
Allow me to proffer some guidance. You would be wise to seek out the thief's key, an implement that can open a myriad of the world's doors. Obtain it, and your travels will be that bit easier. But first, I suggest you heed His Majesty's advice and seek like-minded individuals at Patty's party planning place.
Popping peas and plosives.
Once you have done so, try making your way to Reeve, a quaint village to the northwest of our fair kingdom.
It's really weird to be seeing this game that I've never seen before and then hear all of these names and quests that I'm very, very familiar with.
You will now find Reeve marked on your map. Locating the rest of the realm's noteworthy areas, however, is a task I believe best left in your capable hands. You simply need note down anywhere you happen to visit. Be sure to see these places with your own eyes first, though. Otherwise, you'll likely forget to mark them on your map. And remember, your curiosity is an asset most valuable. Lend it an ear at all times, and you will surely benefit. However, remain wary, lest it lead you into trouble on occasion.
Oh dear.
We expect great things of you.
Cast your mind back. At any time during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, you can commit what you heard to memory by pressing line. There's no starter option. We got line, and then... Oh wait, we got 3 horizontal lines or 3 vertical lines. Those are the 2 buttons. I'm guessing that's 3 horizontal lines. Anything you've chosen to keep in mind can be revisited by selecting Recall in the main menu. Traveler's Tips, a curated collection of useful information, can be found in the Miscellaneous menu. Be sure to give it a look if you need help with controls or aren't quite sure how to get on with your adventure. More tips will be added as you progress, so make a point of checking for new tidbits from time to time. Sweet. The Archfiend is thought to have unleashed the litany of monsters that currently vex our realms so. He is their leader, as it were. I know not what foul form he assumes, for no human has ever laid eyes upon him and lived to tell of the horror, let alone returned with word of his whereabouts. He's like a fat dragon guy. He kind of looks like one of the henchmen that King Piccolo barfed up in Dragon Ball, but real fat. His name is only known to us due to monsters being wont to scream it whilst in their death throes. I truly hope you are able to find Baramos. Oh, he's a bad dragon, all right. With nodules. And free us from his terror at long last. Godspeed, Iron Corpse! What's in this room? How dare you keep it from me? I'm gonna go through your drawers. The Wayfarer's clothes. What you got in these drawers? What is this right here? What you got? What is that? Anything else? Nothing, tra-la-la? Oh, head west from the castle and follow the sea, and Promontory Cave is where you soon shall be. Fiddle-dee-dee, rill-dee-day. That song sucks. Oh, please, brave hero, bring peace back to our world. You're our only hope. Aw, shucks. I've got main character hair. Of course I'm the hero. What's this? An antidotal herb. Apply directly to the forehead. That's a reference for us older peoples. I think I've seen everything that I can in here without getting the thief key from what's-his-tits. Patty's Party Planning Place Proganza. Patty's Party Planning Place Proganza is in Aliahan is your one-stop shop if you need to recruit some adventurers to join your ranks or shake up your party. Your journey is unlikely to be an easy one, so finding a team of trusty travelers at Patty's is a must. But did you get paid to say that? What's all this in? Greetings. If you're looking for items, you're in luck. Now, how can I serve you? Nothing yet. Before I start buying equipment and such, I want to get my party all put together. Patty's Party Planning Place put my party together. Let us pray for peace. Nah, it's alright. Wayward sheep of great shepherds, how may we help you? Ah, okay. I don't know what benediction does, but resurrection is if my party members die, I gotta come back here, bring them back, or else they won't get experience points when I'm fighting. Purification, if they get poisoned. I'm not sure what benediction is. Maybe that's like if I'm cursed, because there's certain enemies in the game that'll curse you. Mummies and such. Let's save. My adventure log. Pinched it off. This adventure log is quite girthy and it tapers at one end. Has anyone played Shining Force? Either of the Shining Force? Well, there's probably more than two, but Shining Force 1 or 2 on Sega Genesis? I really like those games. That whole save feature right there reminded me of Shining Force, because you got to go to like chapels and find the priest, and he'll write your stuff in a book, and then whenever you're done, he's like, "Do you want to continue?" If you say no, it just takes you to the main menu. Castle is closed at nighttime. Oh yeah, this game had a day-night cycle, which was pretty revolutionary for the time. It changes like quests and, you know, what monsters you run into, things like that. Worst when you mash by accident and takes you back to the main screen. Yep. Yeah, that sucks. You're like, no, I wasn't done yet. But at least it's saved right before that. Man, I can't remember what game. Maybe it was like one of the Zelda games that I was playing recently on my Game Boy or some shit. But I hate it when games are preachy and they're like, you've been playing a long time. Why don't you go outside? Why don't you stop the game? I'm like, I'll tell you when I'm done. I could quit whenever I want to. I just don't feel like it right now. Now fill her up, god damn it. I'll let you know when I'm finished. Fucking telling me to stop playing. Ortega. Shining Force was good. Shining Force 2, even better. They're real good. I've thought about playing those games for the stream, but honestly, I don't know if it'd make that good of content, because there's a lot of, yeah, newer Nintendo consoles are really preachy. They're like, hey, we're covering our bases. We're telling kids to go outside and play and stop playing these games. But I hate that shit. Shining Force is fun, but there's, I don't know, there's a lot of like watching the enemy move their pieces around the board in the battle map and everything, and it can get kind of boring. But I have it on, I mean, it doesn't get boring for me because I'm the one playing it. I would just worry that it wouldn't be that fun to watch. But I do like the characters in that game, and it's got a cool story. okay. I feel like a leather shield wouldn't block too much. Ooh, hey now. I don't know, a leather shield may block pretty well one time, you know? It'll block one thing once. So choose wisely. Alright, I gotta go down that well to talk to Maxius Miniman, or whatever the fuck his name is. I have not seen the funny little island. I have not seen the little man in the boat. Walk a little way west of town and you'll spot it soon enough. Oh, I found the little man in the boat. That looks really cool. I like the shadow effects. That's really badass. It's like got shadows for all the mushrooms and grass on the ground that I pass by. That's really cool. Ah, so you've played Shining Force 2. Right on. So then you know what I'm talking about. Yep. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Because there's no books or, like, you know, ability respec in that game. You get a shot to do it right. Morgan Miniman. Many thanks for dropping by. Oh god, he's full of puns. I'm trying to max out my collection of mini medals. If you find any, bring them to me and I'll make it maximally worth your while. Oh god. So this guy is, he claims to be trying real hard to improve his collection, and the way that he feels to do that the best is to sit still underground and wait for me specifically to bring him shit. Why not? You brought me some. Well, don't just stand there. Hand them over. I need to count how many there are. Oh, God. Let's see now. That's one mini medal. Bring your total up to 2, and you'll be the proud owner of a thorn whip. Ah, yeah. There's weapons like the whip and the boomerang that will attack multiple enemies at once. And in the older versions of this game, you couldn't land critical attacks with any weapon that targeted more than one enemy. But they changed that in this one, so you can get crit hits with a whip or a boomerang or cat o' nine tails, whatever. When I met the boss here, I got this strange feeling that he was a king and that I had to protect him. That's why I followed him down here, you see. I'm crazy. It just feels like he's the kind of big shot the arch-fiend or someone might want to bump off. Sounds sexy. Ah, yeah. This is the list that tells you, you know, what you need. Oh, that's cool. It actually tells you what it does, too. It's not just a list of, like, here's the items that you get. This thorny thong can hit a whole bunch of baddies at once. Holy shit. Phrasing, y'all. Jesus Christ. Staff of Resurrection. If you're resurrected for more than 8 hours, see a cleric. A prayer ring. Oh, that's nice. So you abstain from violence until you're properly wed. The edging boomerang. What's wrong with these items, guys? What the fuck's happening? I wonder if I didn't name my guy, if I just clicked continue, if it would have named him like a generic name that the hero of this game is actually called. I didn't even think about that. Because that's what I did with Shining Force. I just let them keep the name Max. I'm coming back. You leave town and wait a while. Eventually it will get dark. Oh yeah, the day-night cycle doesn't affect, or doesn't take into effect while you're in town. You have to be outside. When that happens, you want to be careful. The meaner monsters just love the nighttime, and if you get scared, find an inn and wait it out till morning. Letting me know that that's what I gotta do if I want to fucking farm enemies and grind levels. Grind. You ever hear a Kirk buzzer? Same as downtown. He steals from their drawers. A nuisance is what he is. You should smell his finger when you find him. Got it. Thanks, cop. Appreciate that. A church? Open the doors and there's all the peoples. Zoom! Look, oh, yeah, ba ba ba. Yabba dabba doo. Where is it? Why, aha, right here. Why, explore. An antidotal herb. An anecdotal herb. You smoke that herb, you have some great stories. An island on the other side of the sea island. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yep. This is how you would always save in the older games. Divination. That dude. Oh, it tells you how many more experience you need before you level up. That's cool. 9. Forgot to open up my my browser so I can keep an eye on my clock here. I'm already past my hour. I'm just gonna find Party Patty Plana Berganza, whatever the fuck it is. I think this is it. Go in there. No, that's not it. I'm gonna find it. Is it this? This looks like an inn. Got a bed. Yeah, that's an inn. Insipid traveler. All right, Patty. Point me to your planned place. Is there a way to just, like, look at the map? Oh. Whoops. I clicked remember. I clicked the remember button. I clicked my member right in front of you guys. I'm so sorry. Ah, here we go. All right. Says it right. I should have just read the sign. Clearly says it right there. Patty's party planning place. Got it. All right. All that you have. Okay, so how do I? There we go. All right, y'all. Well, this was fun. I'm liking this game so far. It's exactly as I remember it and totally different at the same time. Pretty badass. But before I end this, I'm going to spin the wheel again because I need other items or other games since I completed several well, within the last like 2 weeks. Hold on one second here. Let me just make sure I took Dragon Warrior off here. Yes. Hold on. Yes, the wheel. All right. Okay. Here we go. Come on, come on. Big money. Gimme, 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 gimme. Something fun. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, Boogerman, Boogerman. Oh, oh, GTA. Oh, GTA. Okay. Fuck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, you guys. I guess I'm going to be adding GTA 1 London 1969 to the list. I'll play that at some point this week, but tomorrow I'll probably get back into Medieval because I still haven't beat that yet. That's the one Halloween game that I haven't beat yet. Hell yeah. I'm playing or no. Oh, fuck. I've said Boogerman. Yeah, I'll be playing. Hold on one second. Yeah. GTA London 1969. That's right. So the way that you play that is I got to put in the GTA 1 disc, and I'll have to look it up. And I might be misremembering, but I'm pretty sure I got to put in the GTA 1 disc, take it out, and put in the GTA 1969 disc, or maybe put in GTA 1969 first. It tells me to put in GTA 1, and then I put that in, and then it's like, okay, put 1969 back in, and then I put that back in, and you play the DLC. DLC. It's an expansion pack. Yeah, it was the first like expansion for a game that I ever heard of. And it's the first, to my knowledge, it's the first game to actually have the Rockstar logo on the disc. The first GTA doesn't say Rockstar, it says Take-Two. Yeah, before DLC was a thing. It's not even DLC, it's an expansion pack. They call it Mission Pack number 1, but there was no second mission pack. It tells me that they had lofty expectations for how good that shit was going to do. But that's all the more reason that we're going to have to play it, so you guys can see what's up. Experience GTA 1 the way that it used to be. Top-down game. Kind of sucks, but we'll enjoy it together. It'll be fun. I don't remember if 1969 has a fart button, but I know GTA 1 did have a fart button, and you could just like run around mashing that button and farting on everybody and then piss everybody off. It was awesome. All right, y'all. Well, this has been a good time. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Hell yeah, if anybody wants to check out Legend of Dragoon or any other cool JRPGs, I suggest giving A City Rages a follow. He's got some cool stuff on there. Thank you guys for hanging out. I always appreciate it. It's cool having people in the chat to hang out with and just shoot the shit. My name is